Osirion is part of the Temple of Seti. It is closed not only today, but we had the privilege to be let in.
We also see something interesting right here, which is ancient graffiti. This is not Greek, it's not Coptic, it's actually hieratic Egyptian. Entire way they've been walking is one huge time circuit of the 12 hours. And this is the end result when Nun, who's the watery god, one of the primeval gods of Hermopolis, the first 8 gods who are at the beginning of time, lift up the sunboat. And Nun, the waters lift him up out of the water of night into day in the first hour, the first moment of dawn. So we have Khepr, the scarab beetle, representing the young sun, the birth of the sun. And we have Isis on one side of the sun and Nephthys, her sister, protecting and guarding the sun as it arises. And the pharaoh Merneptah here with all of these different divine beings. These are the gods, the 8 gods, right? So we have Geb, we have Nut, we have Heka, we have Hu, all these different things, perception, utterance, and magic, as I said before. And here it says he's making incense for his fathers, the gods. And what do we have here? We have a focus on Osiris in all of his forms. The passageway moves toward the scene. And then we have texts here that we recognize as Egyptologists from the Book of the Dead. What called in ancient Egyptian, not the Book of the Dead, but here it says in hieroglyphs, the Book of Coming Forth by Day, Peret Em Heru. So coming forth by day, and this is the first chapter, by the way, of that book, is really what this is about, coming out into the day from the dark, right? So think of it not as death, but actually a transformation into the light, because it's very hard. But what we see are divine beings of different types being offered to by the pharaoh, Merneptah. And these divine beings include gods who are held up on shoulders. And in the tomb of Tutankhamun, we find some statues in black wood. And in some of the mummy room you saw in the museum in Cairo, I showed you a plan of this place with a mound over it and trees planted on top. Right. You probably don't remember it, but this structure is very, very meaningful architecturally, because these are blocks that easily would be, I don't know, 100 tons each. Similar to Khufu in the Great Pyramid. So we see in the sky various features, but we mostly see various constellations. Here on this side, it's really a sundial and also for astronomical instruments. And I just have to find again where the astronomical instrument is here. And the god Geb is sort of inherent in this earthy landscape below. Seeing it for the first time, it's only been published, it was published in drawings in the 1920s, but they're very inadequate. And, seeming to be a mound of creation, but without perhaps an awareness of what was below. And that would have been really only revealed to the